Hello, all my dear chickadees. Welcome back to my nest. Today we're going to be continuing playing Honey Hotline. Uh, it got very interesting at the end there. If you haven't seen part one, hop on over and check it out. Just beware, I had a few technical issues during the video. Just be patient. But we're going to continue today and see if we can figure out who called us in the last part. Our investigation begins. Okay, it is now the next day, or for us this is day 2, but I think it's actually called day 1. Yeah, it says you woke up feeling tired. You barely got any sleep last night because of what happened. Yeah, I'm sure that kept you up. It was really creepy. Who who would who would when they realized they had a stalker overnight? And the possibility of them being one or two of your group mates. You groaned as you stood up and rubbed your eyes. You still have the presentation to do, and now you have another problem on your shoulder. When will you have a break? Not today. You went into the bathroom and cleaned yourself up, washing your face and brushing your teeth. You look at yourself in the mirror, another eye bag to add to the collection. It's not your fault that you have so much to worry about. As much as you would love to relax by dipping yourself in a bath, you still have things going on at the moment. Worst case scenario is you getting kidnapped, but it's a little bit too far-fetched. No, it's not. If you have a stalker that obsessed with you, well, admirer that obsessed with you, and they know where you live and they know like your phone number and stuff like that, yeah, they could definitely kidnap you. Enough brooding. You better get ready for today. You look over all the things you packed. Your laptop, your notebooks, your phone charger. You think it's enough. Besides, it's not like you're going on a date or something. You scroll through your group's contact, and you have about 3 days to figure out who is behind stalking and finish your slides. Who are you going to contact first? Phone. Phone is a good choice. You did say you would see him again today. Maybe you can ask him more questions. You decide to send him a text asking if you can go to his place today, and a reply came immediately after. He was probably bored out of his mind right now, so it'd be understandable how he replied so fast. You still think you remember the address to his apartment. If you don't, you can always ask him. You swing your backpack over your shoulders as you start heading to his place. While he does seem harmless, you can't really take any risk. As you head to the street, you take a look around your neighborhood. It's usually pretty lively, but since it's the weekend, it's more quiet. Usually at this time, your next-door neighbor, along with their children, would be in their backyard having a barbecue or any type of backyard parties. They'll always send you an invite even if you don't show up. They were really nice. So when you know that they moved without telling you, it really made you feel sad, even if you don't know them personally. Dude, they were sending us invites to like their barbecue. Dude, we could have went and got free barbecue. It was strange though. They're usually really vocal about what they do, so to think they moved away without telling any of their neighbors does sound strange. The other neighbors seem to think the same. Okay, theory time. Theory number 1. They were murdered. They were all murdered. And that's why we didn't hear anything. Theory number 2. Whoever is watching us, because they apparently knew we were about to block them, whoever's watching us and called us, blackmailed them or scared them to leave the house that quickly. So he or they are now in the house watching us. Do you know? But since it was none of your business, you never really dived into it. Okay. Though you've heard rumors of a recent murders. So it might be one of those reasons why they moved away. You would too. Now that you think about it. Phone seems to be staring at their house yesterday when you were walking here. He knows something. Maybe he really did know them. But if he does, they would have probably talked about him by now. Maybe you should ask him about that. Maybe we should. You look around the blocks. There are a lot of complexes here. You don't know if you can find his place in the midst of the chaos. But like the light at the end of the tunnel, you spot Phone standing in front of the apartment, looking back and forth in hope of finding you. The moment he spots you, he immediately speed walks to your side. Oh, he looks so happy. Hello, baby. You made it. I thought you might get lost, so I stood outside waiting for you. I'll guide you. The complex is really big. I don't want you to get lost. Sure. Just make sure you don't kidnap me. You can see Phone visibly tense at those words, and violently shaking his head at your words, along with making coherent gestures. Now you feel bad. You have a habit of joking whenever you're stressed, and it seems like he's your first unfortunate victim. No. I was just kidding. Sorry for saying that unprompted. Let's just get into the place. It's getting kind of hot standing outside here. Phone calmed down and nodded at your words, and grabbed your hand, which was still as sweaty as yesterday, as you both walked into the apartment. Both of you reached his place. He guided you to his room. The room was small, but big enough for a bed. It was a pretty comfortable space, with some pillows and a few animal plushies on the side of the bed. Sorry for the messy room. I didn't get a chance to clean it up. How about the living room? Maybe it'd be better there? Phone's face twisted into that of annoyed one, and for a moment you thought he might be annoyed at your suggestion. He lifted his notebook, showing you his frustration. My cat scratches the couch. My cat scratched the couch up last night, and there's cotton balls everywhere. I'm allergic to it, so I'm currently waiting for the person I hired to clean it up. I see. Wait, you have a cat? I do. He's currently hiding somewhere. Maybe he'll come here while we work. Show me the baby. Show me the baby. Phone pointed towards the door behind him. As he showed you the note, if you're lucky, maybe he'll come out. You really hope it does. It'd make up for the whole stalker thing. While you were busy thinking about the cat, Phone was busy fetching something near the edge of his bed and gives it to you, snapping you out of your thoughts. Sion asked me if I could prepare this part of the material yesterday night, so I'm sorry if the handwriting was bad. I was rushing. No worries. Your part seems shorter than the other two, so it won't cause me any trouble. Oh, by the way, can you help me test the slides animation? I tried it out yesterday, but I think I want you to check it just to make sure. Yeah, you know, you have like the magic touch, buddy. You made it look so good. Please fix our problems. Phone nods as he moved over to your laptop and began checking over all the slides. Some he left to rest, and some he fixed. Either way, you're still impressed with how much he knows this program. With how short Phone's materials was, it didn't take you long to complete that part of the slide. But there were some jumbled words you didn't understand that you ended up asking his help for. Maybe it's just you, but it does feel like he keeps staring at you whenever you focus on your laptop. But that's probably because he's shy. While you were working, you notice a faint sound coming from the door. Curious, you look over at Phone, who seems to be noticing the noises too. Is it the kitty? Phone quickly sits up from his place and went to open the door. As the door opened halfway, a head peeks in and you immediately know who it is. Phone picks up the small cat with both of his hands and closes the door with his feet. You stare at the feline in awe as Phone begins to sit in the corner and play with it. Only now did you notice the cat toys and the cat scratching pole on the empty side of the bed. He's a good cat daddy. Can I... You close your mouth as you realize you were thinking out loud. You really, really wanted to pet the cat. Yes! Yes, we are cat lovers here. Go pet the kitty! He looks at you confused for a moment before realizing what you mean and nodded, giving you giving you a go as he puts his cat on the floor. Kitty! Oh, look, it's so cute! Oh, he's got a shark plushie, a teddy bear, a cat house in the corner. Oh, sparkles! Is that the kitty or a plush in his lap? You kneel in front of the cat as you let your hands run through its fur. The cat meowed happily as it moved its head towards your hand. Fuck, this cat is really cute. Fawn let out a small huff at your vulgar vocabulary, staring fondly at you as you continue to play with his cat. What's his name? Marshmallow. But he only responds to Mallow, though. I got him a matching scarf so whenever he got lost I could find him again. Oh, he does. Oh, so that's the kitty in his lap? Look, it does have a matching scarf. That is adorable. Plus, he's my only friend. Oh! He doesn't have any friends? That's sad, but even so, you can't help but think wearing matching scarves with a cat is really cute. You should be taking a break from work. Maybe until Mallow leaves the room. Now, maybe it'd be a good time to ask him about something. Can we ask him more than one thing? Please? Can we ask him more than one thing? The neighbor yesterday. How's your family? What's your hobby? Are you mute? I think the are you mute's going to be the heaviest topic, but I don't think he is. I've been curious since yesterday, but are you mute? Phone looked away sadly before nodding. Aw, it's probably something he doesn't like to deep dive into. You don't want to push him further, so you decide not to bother him about this topic anymore. Yes, we can ask more. The neighbor yesterday. Say, I saw you looking at my next door neighbor yesterday. Do you happen to know them? Phone's whole body seemed to freeze at your word. It was almost as if he's trying to hide something from you. But it might be because you're just paranoid about yesterday. You were looking at me yesterday? What? No, I mean, I noticed. So, yes. Either way, just answer the question. You seem to be ignoring what you're denying? Wait. He seems to be ignoring what your denial as he writes on his notebook. God, you hope he doesn't think you're a creep. I countered them a lot when I walked to campus. They seemed to recognize me because they always waved when I walked past their place. They were really nice to me, even though I hardly know them. They gave me their coffee bread once when I was going to class. Yep, that sounds like them. They also treated you the same. You always considered them like family. It was really sad that they moved away. I'm guessing it's because of those recent murder rumors. There were some lines that were crossed out, but it was too smudged for you to make it out, so you prompt to ignore it. Well, we already asked about the neighbor. What's your hobby? Do you have any hobbies? That question was lame, but it's all you got right now. Phone peeks up at the question and flipped through some of his notebook pages, showing you at once he found the right page. I like to write and do calligraphy. They help me with anxiety, so I really like doing it. I like to write names in particular. I could try out different styles every time. That's really cool. Can you show me some examples? Oh, he's instantly red. He suddenly seems nervous at that and shook his head, showing you the little insecure at the corner of the page. You can understand that. Besides, you can tell how good he is by his handwriting alone. Maybe you can ask something else. How's your family? How's your family? You live on your own, so I thought... At your question, Phone's whole face dropped. You even saw one of his hands grip so hard his knuckles were turning white. Oh no. Phone shook his head, refusing to answer you. Seems like you have touched upon a sensitive subject. He doesn't seem to be comfortable with you enough to talk about it yet, so maybe you shouldn't push him. Besides, talking about his family now won't help your case. Can we do the neighbor again? Okay, it's the same thing. There isn't anything you have in mind at the moment, so you decide just to spend the rest of your break playing with Mallow. It's not every day you get to see a cat, after all. Yeah, I mean, that's the main attraction. Cat. Cat playtime. Yes. After a while, Mallow decided that he was bored and decided to leave the room, and you two resumed with your work. Yep. Cat was like, yep, I'm done with you guys. Bye. By the time you two were done, it was already getting late. You noticed the time as you start to pack up. Phone noticed this, and he seemed to be sad by your departure. It was making you feel bad how his face looked like a kicked puppy. He doesn't want us to go. Decided to cheer him up, you tried to ask if he has any plans for tomorrow. Are you planning on doing anything tomorrow, Phone? If I have time, I might be able to join you. His eyes light up at your suggestion as he goes through his notebook looking for his timetable. He shows you the cutely drawn timetable on his notebook with a big red animal shelter scribbled on it with a circle around it. He works at an animal shelter, or he volunteers? Aw, he must be a volunteer at the local animal shelter. You'd love to see more cute animals tomorrow with all the stress going on. You give him a thumbs up as the both of you walked out of his apartment. You saw him walking along with you and decided maybe it'd be okay for him to tag along. After all, you have a feeling he'd tag along either way. He's so cute! But is he the crazy stalker? He says he's mute. Do we believe that? Since he has gone to your home yesterday, it wasn't a surprise he'd be able to know where your house is. You almost walked past your house if it wasn't for Phone pulling you back and pointing. Why were we walking past our own home? Oh, thanks. Almost got lost there. Oh no. Do we need help? Guess I'll see you again tomorrow if I can. Phone gives you a smile as he nodded before turning away and beginning walking back home. Today was pretty good. You get to see a cute cat, so it automatically makes this whole day okay. You reminisce as you walk into your room and flop onto your bed. Despite how the day went well, it was sucking you dry of all your social energy. You might need to recharge fast. There's still tomorrow. You sigh and you open your phone and scroll through some of your notifications. One in particular catches your eye. It was a voicemail. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no. From the same number from yesterday. Your whole body tenses as you got it up straight. Wait. Your whole body tenses as you sat up straight. The message was recent, and between those voicemails were texts like, "How are you?" and "I miss you." Against all your judgment, you tapped on one of the voicemails. Even if you don't, they're going to send more, so you might as well handle this before it gets worse. Just like the voicemails from yesterday. It was breathing at the beginning. You can hear some... Okay, let's turn this up a bit. Are they just going to be breathing again? See preferences. I got the sound volume up. Yeah. The voice volume, okay. Just like the voicemails from yesterday, it was breathing at the beginning, but you can hear some nervous squeaks from the other side. Hi, honey. Did you have fun today? I miss you a lot. I Now that you can hear the voice more clearly, you notice how raspy their voice is. Like they haven't spoken a long time. It's phone. It is freaking phone. I've called it. It's phone. I I can't wait to see you again. Good night, honey. The voicemail ends with a few sloppy kissing noises, but the second to last line really caught your attention. So your suspicion was right. It really was one of your group mates, and they're apparently someone you have hang out with today. Tomorrow is another day, and tomorrow is when you'll get all the puzzle pieces together. You just hope they won't be anything bad happening before the presentation. Oh my gosh. End of day one. I think it said we play two. Oh, thank you so much for playing the demo of Honey Hotline. Follow the itch.io page for the development of the game, or if you're interested in the game development or just about the game in general, then you can follow the official Tumblr account. I hope you enjoyed the demo. We did. Ah, I want more. Okay. Really quick. Okay, let's go back here. I want to see what happens if we call the other ones. Let's call Sion. Sion is pretty suspicious. He went home early yesterday and the only one you haven't talked to yet. You look at the group contacts and decided to ask Sion if you can come over to his house to work. It wasn't long before you see 3 dotted symbols pop up. A few minutes passes, but the symbols was still there. You wonder what he had to say that was so long. Of course, smiley face. You're just gonna ignore that. He had something on the end of the speech too. He gives you the address and you heart at the message. His house wasn't that far as you thought. In fact, it was near your campus too. Does everybody live nearby? You take your backpack and start heading to his house. Ooh, a bug. You stand in front of the house as you look back at the address he gave you. If what he gave you is true, then it should be right in front of you. You walk to the door and ring the doorbell. You hear a few noises and ruffles with a small "I'm coming" beside the door. Is he cleaning up the living room? As you stood there lost in thought, the door swings open, showing Sion panting before standing straight and fixing his glasses. Sorry, I woke up late today, so I was cleaning the place up. Hope you didn't wait long. That's okay. You must be really busy, so it's understandable that you wake up late. Sion smiled awkwardly as he looked to the side. Yes, you could say that. Busy last night. You wonder what he meant by that. But for now, it's not your main objective. You still have work to do. You know, saying it like that, it makes you a suspect too. You can sit over there. I'll prepare some water so you can get started without me. Sion walks over to the kitchen and you decide to make yourself comfortable in his living room. You look around. This place is pretty nice. The couch is comfortable and the pillows are soft. There's even a TV on the wall. You wonder if this is his parents' house. Maybe you can check something out while waiting for him. Oh gosh, I can't read this at the bottom. I don't know where the save button is. I can't read it. The carpet's messing me up. Oh no. Okay, check the table. Take a look at his backpack. You look at his backpack, studying the interior of the bag. It was as expected, clean and neat. You also saw some keychains around the zipper pulls. Some were whales, some were penguins. But the thing that stands out the most to you was the keychain of a character. You don't recognize them, but they look familiar. This might come in handy later. What do they look like? Check the table. You check the table. There was an unfinished glass of water on the table and a few snack bags under it. Maybe he slept in the living room last night. That'd explain why he was so quick to clean the place up. You wouldn't want to imagine what the state of the room yesterday. What was he doing anyway? You'll take this as a clue of sort. Start working. There wasn't anything else in the room that you can check out. You should start working now. You take out your laptop and start it up. As it was loading, you see Sion pull out a tray with a jug of ice water and 2 cups. Wish I could treat you to a soda or something, but we ran out just yesterday, so water is all I can do. That's okay. At least it's iced, you know. Sion gently smiles as he goes to fetch the materials he prepared by the kitchen table. I worked on it as much as I could. Take a look at it. Oh, Sion. I worked on it as much as I could. Take a look at it, and if you're confused on some part, feel free to ask me. Thanks. I'll keep it in mind. With how well prepared and how well each part was explained when you asked him, you have no problem typing it in at all. Before you know it, the both of you finished for the day. Well, that was quick. You look at your phone. It was still early, and you don't feel like going home right now. You look over at Sion and saw him scrolling through his phone and typing out something. He noticed you staring and look at you, smiling as he put down his phone and focused on you. Oh, are you done? Yeah, I'm done. It was very well prepared, so it wasn't hard finishing it. That's good to hear. The two of you sat there, staring at each other in awkward silence. Sion was never the type to talk much, so you figured he must be feeling the air too. Decided that you should change the mood, you cough into your hand. Plus, this might be your opportunity. Since it's still early, how about we get to know each other? We are groupmates after all. It wouldn't hurt to do so. Sure, what do you want to know? Are you from another country? Are you from around here? Sorry, it's just that Sion isn't exactly a local name. I was expecting this question, so it's okay. I was born in Korea. He's Korean! Okay, you just went up in my books a little more, buddy. But I grew up here. My father thought it would be better if I grow up in a place where it's not too socially stressful. It doesn't mean I don't like my home country, but I'm more comfortable here because I've been here most of my life. I mean, it makes sense. This place feels more like home to you. Do you know how to speak Korean? Sion blushes at the question and avoids your gaze. I don't. I know how to read and write it, but I can't speak it. It doesn't make it more difficult to talk to my mother, because she doesn't understand English. Oh no! Does your mother live with you? It's not something to be ashamed about, you know? It's okay if you can't speak it. A lot of mixed race people I know don't either, so you're not alone. Sion smiles at your reassurance. Thank you. I really appreciate that. You're glad you made him feel better. He must be really insecure because of that. Let's see if you can ask him something else. Is this your parents' house? Your mom doesn't speak English, and you don't speak Korean. So, does your mom live with you, is my question. Did you grow up with your mom, or is she still in Korean? Because he said his dad wanted him to grow up over here. Is this your parents' house? It is. They're usually away from home because of work, so I take care of myself. Oh, so they do both live here. Were you thinking this was my house? Kinda? Sion chuckles before looking around the room. Maybe when I'm out of college. What about you? Do you live in your parents' house too? Sadly, yes. I do want to live on my own one day. It'd be less stressful for me. I understand that. My parents are really strict, so I wanted to move out too. Who knows? Maybe we'll be roommates. You ponder. It'd be nice. Sion seems responsible, so you wouldn't have to worry about shared rent. But you wouldn't count on it being that easy. Is there anything else you wanted to ask? Do you have any hobbies? It was a pretty lame question. Sion ponders before standing up. Wait here. I'll show you something. Ooh. You sat there as he walked up to his bedroom. You hear a few noises up there and a few bumps. Is he okay? Soon, you see Sion return with what looks like a camera in his hands. This is a camera my parents gave me when I was young, and I've been taking a liking to photography. That's really cool, but at the same time, that screams stalker as well. Because, like, of course, like, someone who would... I'm not trying to call out photographers, but it's just like... Sio smiled fondly at the camera before turning it on and giving it to you. Here's some pictures I've taken. They're mostly of nature, so it's not really something interesting. Hey, we're getting to look at his pictures, though. You look through some of the pictures. It was really well taken, and all of them are beautiful. There wasn't much, but you can't deny how good these are. These are beautiful. How long did it take for you to take these? About a few hours or so. I don't mind, of course. I enjoy being outside. You hummed. His hobby seemed harmless. Thank God there wasn't a sneaky picture taken of you. Maybe you have something else to ask him. What were you doing last night? What were you doing last night? Your questions seemed to stun him for a while. You can visibly see him sweating as he wonders how to answer this question. I was sleeping. I was sleeping all night yesterday, doing nothing at all. Sion? I know exactly what you did last night. Drop the question. Look at his expression. His eyes are so big. The water glass and the chip bags. Your backpack keychain. Sion looked more and more nervous as you go on, but you're in too deep now to turn back. Sion, you're an anime fan, aren't you? Sion was sweating so much you would have thought it was a waterfall. He won't meet your gaze. Guess it has come to this. Sion, I'm an anime fan too. The moment the word left your mouth, Sion's next action was immediate. He practically leaned over the table with full force, his eyes shining like a chest had just opened. Holy crap, I couldn't read that. Look at this. Holy crap. Super speed. Whoa there, Tiger. Calm down. I could barely understand you. His outburst really caught you off guard. You never expected him to be this passionate. Have you never been to an anime convention? He seemed to have noticed you being overwhelmed and quickly retreated back to his seat. Sorry, I usually don't meet people who share my interests, so I was getting too excited. That's okay. I actually never tell anyone I like anime too. I'm so glad I'm not alone. My heart practically dropped when you were asking me the question. I just get so rambly whenever I found someone with the same interest. It's a bad habit. You can definitely relate to that. Oh no, I can definitely understand that. You should have seen me when I found out a friend also played the same game I love. Anyway, what's this Aitume series you were talking about? I'd love to know more about it. Oh, look at him. He's a happy little bean. Sion's eyes light up as he quickly moved to change the position of the couch to be directly in front of the TV, and quickly prompted you to sit on it. You do as you were told and saw him taking out some blankets out of the cupboard out of the corner of your eyes. You scoot over to make space for him as he grabs the remote on the table and turns on the TV. It's time for an education. Aww. I'm I'm in the middle of binging the whole series right now, but since you're new to the show, we can walk it off from the top. If you're okay with that. Of course! I'm always happy to introduce people to the series. You smile at his enthusiasm. It's definitely strange seeing this new side of him, but you don't mind. What's the series about? Well, it's about these two girls who were childhood friends, and one day, you listen to his rambles. He goes on and on about the plot, as well as the characters and relationships. Aww. It's amazing to listen to people talk about something they're passionate about. It's mate, I love it. He also lists out a ton of theories he made that is spoiler free about the series. He's such a nerd. In a good way, of course. Say, this is just speculation, but are you afraid people will judge you for your interest in shoujo anime? Aw, he is. Yes, actually. My parents don't mind, but a lot of people I've met told me that I'm weird for liking this genre. Then those people are not worth your time. You will find your fellow nerds. Just keep being you, and they will pop up around you, and then you will be so happy, okay? I told myself that I don't care, but with what happened earlier, I guess I'm still scared. That's okay. You're not weird at all. I mean, who wouldn't love a good romance anime, right? Especially if it has a good plot like this one. Mm-hmm. You look at Sion. This is definitely not the same Sion you met at the beginning of the year. He always looks so calm and poised, so this side of him was unexpected. But it's not bad. You're glad he's able to be himself around you. Yes. Oh, that is adorable. Oh my goodness. You and Sean has a good chat as you both binge the anime. The anime is actually really good. You guess it must be underrated because it wasn't talked about much. Either way, you now have a new anime to put on your list of favorites. Hey, can I ask you something? Sean's voice startled you. You were too focused on the screen, so his voice caught you off guard. I was thinking, since you liked anime too, would you like to go to an anime festival with me tomorrow? Heck yes! Like a date? Well, his face flushed red as he stammered on his words. Maybe you shouldn't tease him like this anymore. Maybe. Relax. I'm just kidding. Of course I'd love to go. I was going to get tickets for myself, but they sold out yesterday. That's great! Not the sold out part, of course. I was waiting to invite someone with me to the fest. You've got one now. The both of you chuckle as you continue watching the anime, and before you know it, it was already night. Heck yeah! We had an anime binge. After spending hours binging the anime with Sion, you get ready to leave. You pack up all your goods, your stuff on the table, and walk to the front door. You're leaving? Let me accompany you. Oh, it's fine. Don't worry. My house is around here. Please, I insist. I don't mind a night walk. Plus, I feel guilty for letting you walk alone. He gives you a look. You don't know what it is about that look, but it's impossible to say no to. Fine, but don't blame me for your legs giving up. I won't. You both reach the street to your home. You saw Sion looking around the street curiously and seemingly isn't paying attention to the fact that you two are already in the front of your house. You managed to tug on his sweater sleeve before he went even further and get himself lost. We're here. You're not planning on running to the sunset, are you? He blushes upon realizing my mistake and looked away, smiling sheepishly. Sorry, I don't usually go out, so I get lost in the scenery. I guess I'll see you tomorrow, if you're free, of course. Like we're gonna miss an anime convention. You're gonna see us. Of course. I'll text you tomorrow to let you know. Have a good night, Sparrow. You too, Sean. Sion. You reminisce as you walk to your room and flomped on your bed. Despite how the day went, it was sucking you dry of your social energy. Okay, this is the same voicemail. But we got to know more about him. I'm guessing it's definitely phone calling us. Um. Okay, so now we need to. Let's see. Skip. Wee. Okay, we need to talk to Amzy. I I love the nerd side of Sion. That was really nice. Amzy is a good start. After all, he only talked to her for you've only talked to her for a little bit. You never know what her intentions are. Okay. Oh, she lives in the city, does she? When was the last time you got a proper exercise? Maybe next time you really will get an Uber. You check the address Amzy gave you. It should be around here. You just hope her apartment isn't on the top floor. Watch it be on the top floor. You arrived at the apartment complex and go through the passage. Fuck, you should have asked her what her door number is. Maybe you can rely on your luck and knock on a random door? Maybe they won't call the police on you? Just text her. Oh, there she is. Hey, Sparrow, over here. You turn around and spot Amzy waving to you, her keys in her other hand. You made it. I realized after a while I forgot to tell you my door number, so I decided to stay out and keep a watch. Seems like a good judgment. You look like you're about to knock on a random door. Maybe. No comment on that. Amzy chuckles at your words before opening the door to her apartment, inviting you in. My apartment doesn't have a living room, so you can go straight to my bedroom. I'll be there in a second. I have to give my neighbor something. You nod it before making your way to her bedroom. You sit down on her bed and looking around the room. Her room was pretty clean, aside from some water bottles by the table. She must have left there in case of wanting water in the middle of the night. There was a cork board at the opposite end of her bed with a few pitchers along with a few crystals. Oh, she's a crystal girl. There was also a few crystals and herbs on her desk. She seemed to like collecting them. Talking about herbs, you notice the smell of a freshly baked goods. Was she baking before you got here? You hear the door open and closing along with a few rustles accompanied. You guess she's done with whatever she wanted to give her neighbor. Sorry for making you wait. I got a little distracted talking to my neighbor. Do you like cookies? I made some before you get here. Ooh, what kind of cookies? She handed you a plate full of chocolate chip. Oh, yes, yes. All of them smelling really good and was just out of the oven. That explains the smell in the kitchen. You ponder for a moment. You haven't had breakfast yet, so maybe a cookie can give you an energy boost. What should you do? Yes, eat the cookie. Sure, I haven't eaten anything yet today. You take a cookie from the plate and take a bite. Holy crap, this is really good. What kind of sorcery did you put in these cookies? Amzy blushes and giggles at your statement as she watches you chow down on the cookie. You finish the cookie and grab for another one, and another, and another, until the whole plate is done. Oh no! We ate the entire plate of cookies! No! You never had anything home baked this good since your mother moved to Japan when you were 10. Wait. Oh, that's sad that her mom moved. Happy belly? The happiest belly. Both of you let out a laugh at that. Amzy then stand up and went to the kitchen, coming back with a small wooden table in her hand. You pull out your laptop and put it on the table. You saw Amzy looking through the drawer before pulling out some paper. Then both of you sit at the opposite sides of the table as you start working. The light from the window shines into the table the both of you are sitting at. It was nice to have sunlight every now and then, and you usually just closed the blinds because they were too bright. Here, This is part of the material I found yesterday. It still has lots of things. I haven't looked deep into it, so I was going to do it today. Amzy gives you the paper. Its contents are full of doodles, along with a lot of different pen colors in each part. She seems to be having fun preparing the materials, and you're glad at least one person is enjoying this. Plus, the doodles are cute. Hey, yeah, at least she's having fun doing it. You type the material Amzy has written down as silence passes between the both of you. You look over to her from your laptop. She is fully focused on her work as she looks over past notes and occasionally searching up information on her phone. You wonder if you could ask her some questions that could give you a lead to your current stalker. You gather up all your courage and lightly tapping the table, prompting her to look up from the paper. Can I ask you some things? Just to get to know you. You know? Amzy's face lights up at your offer and you nod happily. Of course. What's on your mind? Alright. What you said in class. About what you said yesterday. You told me to take care of phone. What was that about? Oh, right. I did tell you I'd explain it. The thing is, phone's my cousin. Oh. Huh? That was something you didn't expect. Phone isn't usually like that, you know. Really? What's he like then? I didn't meet him until I was 10 because my family lived in another country. But he was always eager and full of energy whenever I met him. He doesn't actually talk, but he likes to give me notes a lot. But after a while, he just never came out of his room anymore. Did something happen to him? For that drastic change, did something happen to our baby? Amzy looks down sadly. You rub your arm. Maybe you shouldn't have asked that. He tried something. Oh no. That's why, when I returned back to this country, I decided to keep an eye on him. Oh no. He tried to self-harmies, did he? Oh no. I actually graduated a year ago, but decided to apply to this college because I'm worrying about him. You really don't know what to say to that. You might have an idea of what she hinted at, but you really don't want to deep dive into that because of how pained she looked. Oops, it got a little heavy. Sorry about that. How about we move on? You must still have some questions, right? You wanted to comfort her, but you were never the motivational speaker type. Plus, she was right. You still have some questions. If you're okay with that. Your neighbor earlier... So, what did you give your neighbor earlier? I was giving her sugar-free cookies. I usually make her cookies and check up on her whenever I'm free. I usually call her Miss Guardian. She took care of me when I was first moved here, and she has a lot of cats. She's pretty old, and all of her children already moved, so I thought I would occasionally visit her so she doesn't feel lonely. Oh, that's sweet. Also more cats. I see. She seems like a sweet lady. She is. Maybe I can introduce you to her one day. She's only a few doors away from me. I see. I'm more than happy to meet her. She smiled at your words and nodded. Nothing about it seems suspicious, and you don't think an old lady is a threat. Maybe you should ask something different. Do you have a hobby? That was a lame question, but... Well, I do like baking, collecting crystals, and... She ponders for a moment, thinking on whether or not she wanted to tell you. I haven't really told anyone about this, but... How about this? If you're free tomorrow, I'll show you what I do. But promise you won't tell anyone, not even phone, okay? Well, that sounds suspicious. You really have no choice at the moment. With a hesitated pause, you replied, Cross my fingers, hope to die. Aim smiles, and you're sure it's genuine, but it does make you nervous knowing she has a secret hobby. Maybe you'll still have some more questions for her. What? Do you, like, fly kites or something? I think that's all the questions I have. Thanks a lot for answering. You're welcome. I'm happy to help, but please call me Aim. Amzy sounds too formal. Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Aim. Em gives you a warm smile. It was so bright. You definitely get why people are drawn to her now. Oh, back. After a few hours of working, you two decide to call it a day. You close your laptop, and she cleans up all the stationaries on the table. You decide to help her by putting the wooden table back into the kitchen. Time flies by fast, huh? I swear it only felt a few minutes since you first arrived. Maybe when you enjoy working. For me, it felt like I just aged 40 more years because my back was cracking. She laughs, looking at you with a teasing gaze. Careful with what you say next. I might become your doctor one day. You chuckle. All jokes aside, you really did enjoy working with her, and she seems really nice. But you still have to keep in mind about her secret hobby. Where do you live? Maybe I can give you a lift. At blah 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 blah. But it's okay, you don't have to. What? You jumped at her voice. Amy quickly adjusted herself and looked at you like you just committed a crime. I mean, you mean like from the opposite town? Opposite side of town? No, I'm definitely giving you a lift. No, it's okay, No, no's. You're coming with me. She's like, really? You walked all the way here from there? Oh my god, you crazy person. Before you can even object, she was already wearing her coat and dragging you outside. You wait here. I'll get my motorcycle? She has a motorcycle. You stood dejected, seeming like she's dead set on taking you home. At least your legs won't be hurting tonight. Honestly, she and your mom would definitely get along well together. But wait, did she just say her motorcycle? Yes, she did. Speak of the devil, you hear a vrooming noise, and Amy speeds up towards you. Hop on, we're going. You stare at her motorcycle in awe before snapping out of your trance and hopping onto the seat. You never told me you ride a motorcycle. I thought you just have a Whoa! Slow down, I'm not used to... Oh, this place is empty. Hold tight, we're speeding up. Oh no, we're gonna die. This is how we die. Phone, complete our project for us, please. Aim stops in front of your house, takes off her helmet, and looks around. This should be the place. Are you okay back there? No, we are not okay. Yeah, I'm fine. I'm totally fine. You thought you were going to die, but heck, that was thrilling as fuck. Makes you want to do it again. Thank you so much, though. You really didn't have to. It's fine. It's the least I could do. Plus, it'd be rude to not help a guest of mine. You give her a smile. She really does remind you a lot of your mother. Guess I'll see you tomorrow if I can. Good night, Aim. Counting on it. Good night to you too. Aim puts her helmet back on and drives to her place as you walked into your house. Okay, back to the creepy voicemail. Alright. So we got to experience all three of them. We got to like hang out with all three of them. It was nice. I'm really looking forward to the full release of this game. The demo, this is a demo. It's still in development at the moment. As always, the link's down below. So if you guys want to go check it out, or like they say here, you can check out their Tumblr. To keep up with what's going on with it, and hopefully we'll see like the release of the full game sometime soon, because I wanted to see more. Do we catch who does it? Is there like optional like changes? So could it be one person if you go one route and one person if you do another route, or is it the same person responsible the whole time and the other two are innocent no matter which route you pick? This could go so many ways. I'm looking forward to playing more of it. If you like this, think about leaving a like down below to make this bird boy very happy, and let me know you like this type of game. So as soon as the full game drops, I'll play it. Like, I plan on doing it anyway, but your encouragement will help me get it out even faster. And, if you want to keep up with my crazy my crazy adventures into the world of visual novels and BLs and stuff, please consider subscribing. I drop a new video every other day, and I hope to see you there. Goodbye, my chickadees. I'll see you next time. Bye.